Dallas, Texas, as the Hondo Owls come into town to take on the Alice Coyotes here in Game 2 of the area playoffs. Game 1 was taken by the Hondo Owls as they didn't score till the bottom of the 6th, a nail-biter finish, and that's how they won the game. Right now they're introducing the Lady Coyotes. Lady Owls already got introduced, and the national anthem is going to be underway, so stay tuned, stay with us for some more stats here as we get around to game number 2 here with Real Sports Live.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history. There are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Welcome back here to Real Sports Live. Here we are, game set, national anthem play. Girls are getting their final warm-ups in just before the top of the first starts, before the first pitch. It's scheduled to start here in about a minute. Let me give you a rundown through the lineup real quick here for the Hondo Owls as they're going to be batting first. You have Justine Berma, number 8. Number 12, Bethany Ibarra. Number 3, Emily Fernandez. Number 10, Mia Garcia. Batting 5th is going to be number 23, Caitlyn Alonso. Batting 6, Molly Mcelroy. Batting 9, Megan Berger. Batting 7th, excuse me. Batting 8, Caitlyn Hermes. Batting 9th, Vivian Sopel. And they're going to have the flex and the cleanup, Jazzy Rodriguez, number 6. That's the lineup right now. You can see the girl out of the Hondo Owls, Justine Berma, trying to sync her pitches along with the starting pitcher tonight here for starting pitcher this afternoon here for the Alice Coyotes, which is number 6, Eva Hernandez. She's on the mound right now, getting the arm warmed up, and there's the catcher and the girls for the Coyotes beating up in the circle. The infield, the outfield taking their places, and we're here ready for the first pitch in Alice, Texas. I'm Brandon Guzman on the call this afternoon for game number 2 of the area playoffs between the Hondo Lady Owls and the Alice Lady Coyotes. Now in the batter's box right now, Justine Berma, number 8. We start the top of the first here with Real Sports Live. First pitch is going to go high, even for the catcher for ball number 1. This game is brought to you by and sponsored by the 19th Hole Grill, located in Municipal Golf Course in Alice, Texas. Follow us on Facebook to keep up with the awesome specials and live music events, the parking lot parties, and comedy shows. There's always ice cold drinks and the best wings here in Alice, Texas. So stop by the 19th Hole Grill after the game to get some wings and drinks as Berma hits one off. Going to first base. It's going to be an error there by the first baseman. Number 11, Alvarado. That's going to be a base hit there for Berma. And they're going to have the Owls on base here to start off of the first batter. Now batting next here is going to be number 8, Bethany, number 12, excuse me, Bethany Ibarra. Ibarra is working with a runner on first. As we're going to get ball number 1, just a bit off of the mark, out of the strike zone for Ibarra. Pitch number 2 is going to go over the fence. We're going to have a steal there from first to second, and safe right in time for Bermea to get over to second base. That puts a runner on second for Ibarra with a 2-0 count. Hondo Owls off to a nice start here, just 2 batters on. And a couple mistakes there by Hernandez, the starting pitcher for the Alice Coyotes. And that's ball number 3 getting thrown towards Ibarra. So now a 3-0 count. Hernandez needs to do something, figure something out here. Just trying to kick up some dust to get some little bit of grip there in the circle. And strike number 1 comes from Hernandez. Now to make it a 3-1 count, 1 more strike, and she's going to have a full count for Ibarra. See if she can get it done here. Consistency is key. That's a pitcher. And umpire's going to call strike number 2. Back-to-back strikes for Hernandez, and it puts Ibarra in a 3-2 count. And now it's ultimately up to her where she wants to send Ibarra, either to first base or back to the dugout to bring on number 3, Emily Fernandez, on deck. A swing and a miss, and she's going to send Ibarra back to the dugout. Emily Fernandez now coming on as Hernandez throws the first strikeout of the game here. Emily Fernandez coming on now to the batter's box to take on Hernandez, working with a runner on second and 1 out. As ball number 1 is going to get thrown to her, just a bit high and off the mark. Check swing there for Fernandez, and we're going to get, I believe, waiting for the call. It's going to be ball number 2. So a 2-0 count now for Fernandez. And ball number 3 is coming. Fernandez stepping out of the batter's box, waiting for the pitch that has her name written all over it. And she's in a 3-1 count now. We'll see if Hernandez ends up throwing ball number 4, makes a comeback as she did to her teammate Ibarra. And ball number 4 is going to get thrown, and there goes Fernandez all the way, making her way down 60 feet to first base. That puts a runner on first and second for the Lady Owls. And now that brings on number 10, Mia Garcia, to the plate. Garcia is also playing pitcher tonight. She's going to be, or this afternoon. Sorry, it is the afternoon. Currently 11:07 a.m. We'll say midday. Garcia is pitching for the Lady Owls in game number 2. And she gets a hit off, going straight towards second. An error there, base hit. She has a runner rounding third, and another runner is going to stay home. So an RBI single there for Mia Garcia. Bringing in a runner. That puts runners on the corners there for the next batter up, which is number 23, Caitlyn Alonso. Runners on first and third, still 1 out. And the Lady Owls get on the board first. Here in the top of the first, starting off 1-0. Runners on the corners, 1 out. And Caitlyn Alonso is now at the plate. Ball is just a bit high for ball number 1. Hondo Owls looking for the sweep as they came out victorious last night in game number 1. They didn't score till the bottom of the 6th though. A very intense nail biter finish is what the coach from Hondo told me before the game. As we get a swing and a miss for strike number 1. 1-1 count. Top of the first here. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The runners on first and third. And the Owls up 1. And ball 2 gets thrown. So a 2-1 count now for Alonso. Only 1 out. Next pitch thrown. Catcher had to stand up for that one. That's going to be ball number 3. And Hernandez has put Alonso there in a 3-1 count. She throws another ball here. She's going to have loaded bases for the next batter up. Who's on deck is going to be Molly Mcelroy, number 11. And it's going to be a strike there. After a little swing and a miss, it's going to be a 3-2 count, full count now for Alonso. Hernandez faced with the decision once again. Either send Alonso back to the dugout or move her over to first base. We'll find out what happens here after this next pitch. As Alonso gets back and gets ready, swinging a little bit of warm-up swings, and now she's stepping back into the batter's box. As she gets one off, is going to go straight to second. A little toss play there to first as she gives herself up and brings in another run there for the Owls. As they're going to go up now 2-0. Able to score. Alonso giving herself up for out number 2, but bringing in score number 2. And that puts a runner over at third. The lone runner, the runner at second. A lone runner there for the Coyotes on bases. That's actually Garcia. Molly Mcelroy now up next at the plate. She's working with 2 outs, a runner on second. And she gets ball number 1 thrown her way. Mcelroy thinking about swinging that one, able to stay back in time as she gets ball number 2. Now with a 2-0 count. 2 outs, a runner on second. We're gonna have a swing and a miss for strike number 1. Now a 2-1 count for Mcelroy. As you can say, it's somewhat of an even count between both the pitcher and the batter. 2 more balls for a walk and 2 more strikes for an out. Hernandez with the pitch. Mcelroy hitting it up towards center field, right in the glove. And that's going to be out number 3, and that's going to do it here for the top of the first. The Lady Owl is able to get on the board twice. And we'll be right back after this commercial break here with Real Sports Live and a message from our sponsor. Stay tuned, stay with us for the bottom of the first. Right up next, your Lady Coyotes up next at the plate.
Hi, I'm Rodriguez and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And welcome back here to Real Sports Live. Bottom of the second is where we're at now, or bottom of the first, excuse me. Lady Hondo Owls able to put 2 up before they had to retire the side after a fly out by number 11 Mcelroy towards center field. Now we have the Lady Coyotes up at the plate. Up first to the plate is going to be number 4 Mia Longoria. She gets ball number 1 thrown her way right away. We're right next to the Lady Coyotes dugout. So there's a lot of noise. You know where it's coming from. 1-0 count for Longoria. As that ball goes just a bit off of the mark, a bit high for ball number 2. And ball number 3 gets thrown her way. Now a 3-0 count. Starting pitcher here this afternoon for the Lady Owls is going to be number 10, Mia Garcia, in the circle for the Owls. Longoria still at the plate right now with the 3-0 count. And ball 4 gets thrown her way, and she's going to be walking her way up 60 feet to base number 1. As that puts runners on off of the bat here for the Lady Coyotes. And for number 2, up next, Mary Grace Cantu, walking her way to the plate, about a step in the batter's box. As she's looking for the bunt, able to keep it between the lines. No, she's not. That's going to be a foul ball. She's going to have to come back. And strike number 1 is going to be recorded for an 0-1 count. Now an 0-2 count here for Cantu. Cantu, number 2, with an 0-2 count. Down 2 and a runner on first. She's going to have another foul ball. Not going to matter. There's already 2 outs on the record, or 2 strikes recorded on the scoreboard. We're going to keep it at an 0-2 count. And Garcia has an option here to send her back to the dugout with strike number 3. We'll see if she can do that off a swing and a miss or just a straight strike to the catcher's glove. And she's going to hit one up, going to be fouled once again down the left-hand side towards third base line. And it's still going to be an 0-2 count for Cantu. A swing and a miss, and there she goes right back to the dugout for out number 1 and strike number 3. Up next is going to be number 6 here for the Lady Coyotes is going to be Eva Hernandez. Hernandez working with 1 out to runner on first. She's also the starting pitcher this afternoon here for the Lady Coyotes. Already has 1 strikeout recorded just before she took the plate. As we get ball number 1, it's actually going to be strike number 1 thrown her way, waiting for the umpire's signal. And starting off with an 0-1 count is going to be Hernandez. 0-2 count now. It's going to be strike number 2 thrown away. Fitting perfectly into the catcher's glove was that last pitch. And she's going to hit one off straight towards the third baseman. And an error. Be safe at second and safe at first with a base hit there for Eva Hernandez. She's going to escape the 0-2 count and put runners on first and second for the next batter up, which is going to be number 3, Melin Signs. Signs now working with just 1 out, runners on first and second. Both these teams came to play here as they're giving the fans and giving you all a great game as we're still only in the first inning. She's going to start off with a 1-0 count. Next pitch underway. Sailing one up straight to the shortstop, and that's going to be a fly out for Signs. She's going to head back to the dugout, and that's going to be out number 2 recorded here for the Lady Coyotes. Number 8 now, Jackie Molina up next here for the Lady Coyotes. At the plate, 2 outs. With the runners on first and second. As we get ball number 1 thrown by Garcia first. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. Now a 1-1 count here for Molina. As that's going to go pretty low right into the catcher's glove, having to bounce off of the ground for ball number 2. That last pitch puts Molina now in a 2-1 count. Still here in the bottom of the first. 1 more out, and it's going to be done for the first inning in game number 2. As she hits one out to first base, the first baseman, number 23, Caitlyn Alonso, is just going to step on the bag and just going to take us back to a quick commercial break. here on Real Sports Live, as we're going to wait for the girls to warm up as they switch sides, defense to offense and offense to defense. And we'll be headed to the second inning right after this commercial break. Brandon Guzman on the other side of the break here on Real Sports Live. Stay tuned, stay with us, because we got you covered for some area around baseball here in Alice, Texas.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it. And we're back here on Real Sports Live, second inning action here in Alice, Texas on a beautiful Saturday morning here. 87 degrees, high of a 90, low of 72. As that just bumped up back to 88 degrees. As we get strike number 1 thrown towards the next batter up, which is number 9, Megan Berger. She's going to start off with an 0-1 count. Eva Hernandez still in the circle for the Lady Coyotes. And Berger's going to hit one up right back to and over her dugout for strike number 2, foul ball number 1. And she's now in an 0-2 count, and Eva Hernandez has an opportunity here to get her second strikeout of the game on this next pitch. She's going to hit one off, missing there. The pitch rolling towards her, out to first. And that's going to be out number 1 off of the first batter. Megan Berger, I believe, is going to be out at first, so the ground out. And that's going to bring on at number 5, Viviana Sopel. Now, actually going to bring on number 7, Caitlyn Hermes. Sopel is on deck. Hermes getting one off to the shortstop, not making it to first base, and that's going to be out number 2. Back-to-back ground outs there for the Lady Owls, and the Coyote fans out of Alice, Texas are very excited. They got some in the stands to the right of us. On the bleachers, they got stands along the fence. And those are all packed here for an area around. They got the whole town out here this morning. 0-2, 2 outs here. And that's going to be Vivian Sopel now. She's going to send that one over the fence right back behind the stands for a foul ball and out number 1. Lady Owls still leading 2-0. The Alice Coyotes wasn't able to get on the board there their first outing. They're going to have another chance here very, very soon. They're waiting for the second pitch towards Sopel. And that's going to be ball number 1 to make the count 1-1 with 2 outs. There goes swing and a miss for strike number 2. The Lady Owls, as their season recap, they're a 15-10 overall record, 7-1 in district, and they finished third. The road here towards the area round. As we have Sopel getting another ground out. They're not able to make it to first. That's going to be out number 3. And that's going to do it here for the top of the second. Real quick, Carrizo Springs, that's who they beat in the by-district round. They had a 2-0 sweep in game number 1. It was a 16-1 win. And in game number 2, it was 6-4. That's the Lady Owls road here to the area round in game number 2 in Alice, Texas. We'll be right back as the Lady Coyotes get up next at the plate. Lady Owls right now taking their spots on defense and their warm-up pitches after the break here on Real Sports Live.
See you later, touchdown. Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
And we're back here on Real Sports Live now. Bottom of the second is where we're at. Lady Coyotes up next at the plate. It's going to be number 11, Justine Alvarado. Alvarado now coming up. Getting her final mock swings there. We still have Garcia. In the circle as we get ball number 1 throws towards Alvarado. Swing and a miss. Strike number 1's recorded and a 1-1 count is on the board there for Alvarado. Swing and a miss, number 2. And strike number 2. And she's gonna foul that one off right behind the umpire, and it's gonna stay a 1-2 count here for Alvarado. Alvarado fouling it off once again, going down the third base line, straight to her head coach. As he goes right back to Garcia in the circle. Still a 1-2 count. Garcia looking for strike number 3. Check swing. She's thought twice about that one. Able to keep it back in time. It's going to be ball number 2 now, a 2-2 even count for Alvarado. Another foul ball, still a 2-2 count. It's going to remain. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have an Instagram. Everything's Real Sports Live. All the Valley sports here. We're in Alice, Texas, covering Hondo, Texas softball in the playoffs. We got it covered for you. Don't forget to give us a like on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on post notifications. You'll get notified every time we are live. You never know, we might be in your hometown soon. And we have another foul ball straight towards the head coach for the Lady Coyotes. You see her right there at the bottom of your screen, almost got hit on the left leg, right in the ankle. That would not have ended pretty. That thing was coming. Still 2-2 count. Garcia swing and a miss, and that does it. Alvarado sending herself back to the dugout as we have the next batter coming on. It's going to be number 12, Neve Diaz. Diaz now at the plate for the Lady Coyotes. And Garcia just recorded her second strikeout of the game after that last pitch. Diaz now coming up, 1-0 count. And she's gonna foul that one up. And we're gonna have strike number 1 on the board, a 1-1 count, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. No runners on here for the Lady Coyotes. That makes ball number 2 after that last pitch, a 2-1 count here for Diaz. That ball goes low, right under the strike zone for ball number 3 now. One more ball by Garcia to Diaz, and she's going to be putting a runner on first there for the Lady Coyotes. She's getting one off, error there by Garcia, and error there by the shortstop. And Diaz is going to have a base hit, a single right there, and that's going to put runners on bases for the Lady Coyotes. They were thinking if the band's here, they're not. It's just the Lady Coyotes dugout. They created their own band. Now up next, it's going to be number 10, Stephanie Salinas at the plate. She's going to bunt that one off, trying to race to first, not in time. She's going to be safe. Safe at first base with a nice hit right there. Bunting it off, making the catcher or the pitcher go up for it. And beating the ball, that's going to be a nice single right there. Base hit for Stephanie Salinas. Now we got runners on first and second here for the Lady Coyotes, as number 7, Isabella Perales, is up next. Still one out on the board recorded here in the top or the bottom of the second. A swing and a miss. Perales was ready to send that one out of the park. Instead, she's going to get strike number 1. The timing was just a bit off. And she's going to foul that one off. It's going to be strike number 2, foul ball number 1 there for Perales. Thank you everyone tuning in here for the area round playoff game number 2 in Alice, Texas, between the Hondo Lady Owls and the Alice Lady Coyotes. As Perales sends down one, a foul ball once again, still going to remain an 0-2 count. Lady Owls winning right now, 2-0 is the score, and that is subject to change. As there goes Perales, hitting one off, tossing it up to the third, and she's going to be safe at third, sliding just in time. Another single for Perales, and that's 3 singles in a row there for the girls. The Lady Coyotes, Diaz, Salinas, and Perales now all on bases. And that sends the catcher for the Lady Owls and the whole infield to the circle, trying to regroup and pick each other up, give each other a little bit of words of motivation. As the lineup resets, we're gonna have number 4, Mia Longoria, step back into the plate. Longoria got walked her last at bat. If that happens again on this second go around, well, the Lady Coyotes are gonna get on the board. So we had Perales able to escape an 0-2 count, as some of her teammates have before already this game. And she's gonna get strike number 1 thrown towards her, starting off with an 0-1 count, 1 out, and the base is loaded here for the Lady Coyotes. Oh-1 count here for Longoria. Second pitch, an 0-2 count, a swing and a miss. She knew she should have thought twice about that one. 0-2 count. Garcia looking for strikeout number 3 on this next pitch and out number 2. As Longoria is going to send that one up and over behind the fence for a foul ball. Not going to matter. Still already 2 strikes on the board. Longoria waiting the next pitch. That goes high for ball number 1. There goes a 1-2 count now for Longoria. As Garcia is waiting for that next strike. And Longoria waiting for the pitch that has her name written all over it. And I think there it is. That goes straight into the catcher's glove at third base. That's going to be out number 2. An error almost there by the third baseman. But nonetheless, they're going to get out number 2. A smart play there, hitting it over to the home plate, not allowing another run, or not allowing run number 1 to come in for the Lady Coyotes. It's still going to be a loaded bases. Now it's only Salinas, Perales, and Longoria there. Now number 2 up next at the plate is going to be Mary Grace Cantu as she hits one off straight to left field. That's going to send 1 runner in and an RBI single there for Cantu. That puts the Coyotes on the board. Now only trailing by 1 as they still have bases loaded with 2 outs. Cantu got struck out the last time she was at the plate, and she said it's not going to happen again, and sure enough, it didn't. Instead, she brought a runner in. Now, number 6, Eva Hernandez at the plate. She's 1 for 1 at the plate right now with a single her last at bat. We'll see what she can do here. 1 strikeout recorded for her. As she hits one over to center field, another runner coming in, and another error there by the third baseman is going to bring in run number 2. And a double, a 2 RBI double now. As the Lady Coyotes are now potting the points up. Hernandez 1 for 1 for a single the last time. Now she's 2 for 2 with a 2 RBI double. Lady Coyotes now leading 3-2. As the coach from Hondo calls a timeout. That sends us to a break as well. We'll be right back. Very intense game. Lady Coyotes want to stay in this one to tie the series 1-1. We'll see if they can keep up the good work here after the break on Real Sports Live.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
And he throws it.
Welcome back here to Real Sports Live. Now, Lady Coyotes up on a big one after scoring 3 runs. Hondo Owls had to call a timeout to regroup. As Signs now hits one up, racing to first. And they're going to get out number 3, and that's going to do it here for the second inning. Lady Owls able to put 3 points on the board. We're going to have to send you all back to another commercial break right away. Once again, sorry about that. That's going to be out number 3. Once again, I'm Brandon Guzman here on the call in Alice, Texas, as the Lady Coyotes and the Lady Owls go on head-to-head. Top of the third up next, Lady Owls with the third at-bat. We'll be right back here on Real Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Angela Rodriguez, and I am one of the owners here at Main Street Boutique and Bistro. We heard about the rent subsidy grant, so we contacted Rebecca Castillo with the EDC, and she was very helpful. She told us, what we needed to do, the requirements, and helped us go through the application process.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
And he throws it down.
We're back here, top of the third. Final pitches coming out from number 6, Eva Hernandez. As the Lady Coyotes are still warming up. Hondo Lady Owls eager to get back to the plate and stay and keep themselves in this ball game. It's going to be number 8, Joresi Bermea up next to start off the third inning here for the Lady Owls. Bermea up first. She had a single, and she's 1 for 1 right now here at the plate with her first at bat. Second at bat is up next. And that's going to be foul ball and strike number 1 on the board. Three to 2, Lady Coyotes up over the Lady Owls, scoring 3 runs there in their last outing. As Hernandez looks to end this one quick, she throws strike number 2. Now an 0-2 count for Bermea here in the top of the third. And Bermea is going to hit that one over the fence for a foul ball. Still going to remain an 0-2 count. She steps back into the batter's box. Eva Hernandez looking for that last and final strike to send her back to the dugout and bring on number 12, Bethany Ibarra, who's on deck. And that's going to roll into the dirt for ball number 1. And that puts Bermia in a 1-2 count. As Bermia hits one off right to the second baseman, number 1 there for the Lady Coyotes. It's actually number 5, Serena Chapa. As Bermia puts that right into her glove, that's going to be out number 1 for the Lady Owls. Now up next, number 12, Bethany Ibarra at the plate. The last time she was here, she had gotten struck out with a swing and a miss. She's 0 for 1 at the plate right now. She wants that to change. We'll see if it could change here. So they're working with 1 out, no runners on. And she swings and misses that one for strike number 1. Next pitch up. Ibarra hitting that one straight to the shortstop. Able to make it a first in time, and she's not. Umpire's going to punch the fist for out number 2. As Ibarra's not able to make it over to first in time, that's going to be bringing on now number 3, Emily Fernandez, to the plate. She's going to be up next. A ground out there for Ibarra. Fernandez now at the plate. She got walked the last time she was at the plate. See what happens here next. She's definitely looking to get a hit off. She's going to start off the count 1-0. Thinking twice about that one. Probably should have swung at it. She's going to get strike number 2 with a 1-1 count. 2 outs recorded on the board here in the 3rd inning. Top of the 3rd to be exact. And she's gonna foul that one off for foul ball number 1, or foul ball number 2, strike number 2. It's now a 1-2 count for Fernandez. Another foul ball that's going down the 3rd base line. And we're going to keep it at a 1-2 count here for One-two count here for Fernandez. As she swings and she misses, and that's out number 3, and that does it here for the top of the 3rd. As she gets struck out there, that's strikeout number 2 now for Eva Hernandez in the mound, or in the circle there for the Lady Coyotes. That sends us back to a commercial break. Right after the break, Lady Coyotes back at the plate here on Real Sports Live. Brandon Guzman on the other side of the screen for you.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We're back here on Real Sports Live now, bottom of the third, number 8. Jackie Molina stepping up to the plate to start off the third inning here for the Lady Coyotes. Molina had a ground out her last outing. Wants to make things better here. She sends one over to center field, over the glove, hitting the wall. Rounding first, she gets to second, and her coach is going to make her stop there. And that's way different from a ground out her last at bat. She's going to have a double there to put her 1 for 2 at the plate. Now up next, number 11, Justine Alvarado. Up next for the Lady Coyotes. She got struck out the last time she was at the plate. Wanted to have a different outcome this time. Looking to bunt. She's going to get one off, a short bunt, and it's going to roll just behind the line. That's going to be counted as a foul ball, and strike number 1 is going to be recorded. As we get ball number 1, Garcia looking intensely at throwing that ball. Hank and Molina was going to bite to third. That's not the case. So 1-1 count now for Alvarado. There goes Molina biting to third base, and they're going to get her out at third. You see the umpire right there throwing the fist. That's out number 1 for the Lady Coyotes. Alvarado is still going to be at the plate. This time it's going to be a 2-1 count, I believe. A 1-2 count, so strike number 2. So one more strike, and Alvarado is going to be heading back to the dugout. She's thinking about swinging that one, not going to do it. Ball number 2 on the board. As Alvarado once again looking about and thinking about swinging that one, not going to do it as the catcher had to stand up for it. That's going to be ball number 3, and that puts her in a full count. And now it's up to Garcia in the circle to figure out which way she wants to send her, to first base or back to the dugout once again. As Alvarado's going to hit one off to the shortstop, trying to race to first base in time, not going to beat the ball. And that's out number 2 there for the Lady Coyotes. Lady Owls circling up, giving each other high fives. And that was a good teamwork effort right there. as that brings on number 12, Nevaeh Diaz now here for the Lady Coyotes. Diaz had a single there, her last at bat, and that sparked it all for the Lady Coyotes. That sparked a little 3-0 run that they took here in the third as she sends one flying up to left field, and that's caught. And that's going to be out number 3, and that's going to do it here for the third inning. Score is going to stay the same. Lady Coyotes still leading by 1 over the Lady Owls, 3-2. As we have you covered here on Real Sports Live for all the area playoff action in Dallas, Texas right now. We'll be right back after the break here on Real Sports Live. Stay tuned and stay with us because we got you covered. Lady Owls back at the plate after the break.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle.
And welcome back here to Real Sports Live. Once again, this game is sponsored by the 19th Hole Grill, located in the Municipal Golf Course in Dallas, Texas. Follow them on Facebook to keep up with their awesome specials and live music events, their parking lot parties and comedy shows. They got ice cold drinks and the best wings in town. If you're looking to get some wings and some drinks after the game, that's the place to go, the 19th Hole Grill. As Mia Garcia is at the plate right now here to start off the fourth inning for the Lady Owls. And they're down by 1. She's going to foul that one out for strike number 1. Last time she was at the plate, she had an RBI single to bring in the first run of the game here for the Lady Owls. Let's see what she can do here with her second at bat. Starting off 0-1, no runners on. And ball number 1's going to head back her way for a 1-1 count now. She's going to hit one off and error there by the second baseman, trying to beat the ball to first, and she does with ease. Mia Garcia now another single there. She's 2 for 2 at the plate. She started off the fourth here for the Lady Owls. Now up next, coming on to the plate, it's going to be number 23, Caitlyn Alonso. Alonso had a ground out her last at bat. Wanted to change things around here for the Lady Owls. And Alonso right off of the bat, she's going to foul that one right behind the umpire to bring up strike number 1 and foul ball number 1. Starting off with an 0-1 count. And a runner on first. There goes Alonso right back to the catcher's glove and out number 2 with a double play there. We got to get a look at that replay for you. Let's see if we give it to you in the split screen. It's on the right side of your screen right there. Right back into the glove of Eva Hernandez. That replay is brought to you by Josh Moody Loans. As Lady Owls now have 2 outs, or 2 strikes, or no strikes, 2 outs. Bringing on number 11, Molly Mcelroy. And a swing and a miss for strike number 1 is going to be recorded on the board. No runners on now for Mcelroy. She waits a second pitch, swing and a miss. It's going to be a foul ball, barely tipping the ball with the top of her bat. It's going to be strike number 2. Now an 0-2 count for Mcelroy. And Hernandez with a great opportunity here to get a 3rd strikeout of the game. Right now, Garcia for the Lady Owls and Hernandez both have 2. We'll see which one gets to 3 first. And it's going to be Hernandez that gets to 3 to end the inning here. Her 3rd strikeout, and that's going to do it for the top of the 4th. Here, Lady Owls able to keep, Lady Coyotes able to keep the Lady Owls scoreless. Still at 2. So we'll be right back here with the Lady Coyotes' turn at the plate after this commercial break here on Real Sports Live.
Number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games. This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the widest assortment.
Welcome back here to Real Sports Live. Bottom of the 4th is where we're at right now. Lady Coyotes at the plate. We got a foul ball there on the first pitch for strike number 1. It's going to be number 10, Stephanie Salinas at the plate. She's looking to get that one off with a bunt. And a nice little head start. She's not going to get it. That's going to be strike number 2 for Salinas. Another foul ball going off the bat of Salinas. Still going to remain an 0-2 count. We talked about the Lady Owls' road here to the area playoffs. Let's talk about the Lady Coyotes' road to the playoffs. They finished 14-8 on the season. They played Rio Hondo. in the by-district round. They swept them 2-0 with an 8-5 win in game 1, then an 8-6 win in game number 2. Last night they ended up losing to not Rio Hondo. They played Rio Hondo, now they're playing Hondo. As Garcia throws strikeout number 3 there to Salinas. It sends her back to the dugout. It's going to bring on number 7, Isabella Perales. So the Coyotes, real familiar with the Hondos, Rio Hondo, and now Hondo is who they're playing against. They lost to them last night in a 1-0 victory for the Hondo Lady Owls. They scored in the bottom of the 6th. Wasn't a lot of scoring last night. I guess both teams decided they wanted to score everything today. A 3-2 game right now here in the bottom of the 4th. Lady Coyotes leading as we have a 2-0 count for Perales. 2 balls, no strikes. That goes into the dirt for ball number 3. A 3-0 count now for Perales. Garcia looking to walk Perales here. Doesn't want to do that. We'll see if she can switch something up on the pitches. Let's see what signal her catcher gives her. And if she likes it, she's going to take it. And strike number 1 is going to get thrown for a 3-1 count. One more strike, and Garcia is going to put Perales in a full count. And strike number 2 follows. Back-to-back strikes there for Garcia towards Perales. And now Perales is stuck in a full count, to which it's ultimately Garcia's decision to where she wants to send her back to first or to the dugout. Right now, Perales is 1-0 with a single. She wants to keep up that work. As she gets ball number 4, and she's going to get on bases. That ball went right over her head. That's going to put a runner on first there for the Lady Coyotes. No out still. Actually, yes, 1 out. My bad. 1 out. 1 runner on, and now the lineup's going to reset back to Mia Longoria for the Lady Coyotes. We're going to get strike number 1 thrown towards Longoria off the first pitch. And she's going to hit one off right down the third base line, passing the third baseman. And a base hit, advancing a runner to second, is going to be Mia Longoria to put runners on first and second there for the Lady Coyotes. Only 1 out on the board. That brings up number 2, Cantu. Mary Grace Cantu, to be exact, is up next at the plate for the Lady Coyotes with 2 runners on, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th. They're going to throw ball number 1. That ball was way too high for Cantu to be able to reach it with her bat or to swing at it and get a good hit off. She's going to be in a 1-0 count right now. And down the third base line just as her teammate Longoria did, but this one's not going to stay between the lines. It's going to be a foul ball number 1. And strike number 1. So we got ones across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. A runner on first and a runner on second here for Mary Grace Cantu. And strike number 2 comes after that last pitch for a 1-2 count for Cantu now. She's going to foul that one off. It's going to go right behind the fence over the stands for another foul ball, but that's not going to matter. Already a 1-2 count. Going to remain the same for Cantu. Looking to advance a couple runners here back to home plate. We'll see if she can do it here on this next pitch. And she's going to foul it once again. She liked that pitch. Wasn't able to make great contact with it. Foul ball. Still a 1-2 count's going to remain. And Mia Garcia back in the circle looking to throw strike number 3 to get her 4th strikeout of the game. We'll see if she can do just that. As another foul ball goes down the third base line for Cantu. Another foul ball down the third base line. We're going to keep it at a 1-2 count here for Cantu. She doesn't want that last strike to come. She got struck out her first at bat. She had an RBI single her last at bat. She wants to keep up that work, doesn't want to get struck out again, so that's probably why she's swinging at everything. Trying to at least make some sort of contact, and another foul ball there. As the bat and the ball have been making great contact, being best friends the last couple pitches from Garcia to Cantu. And once again, the ball barely hitting the bat, but they're going to call it a foul ball to keep it at a 1-2 count. And that one's gonna fly right up into the air. Garcia says she's got it, and that falls right into her glove for out number 2, and that does it for Cantu. That puts her at 1-3 on the afternoon here for her at-bats. Now up next, the pitcher, Eva Hernandez, at the plate. 3 strikeouts recorded right now here in the game so far. Same for Garcia in the circle right now. So the pitchers are going to be facing off each other, different roles. One pitching, one batting. We're going to get ball number 1 thrown. 2 outs for Hernandez right now is what she's working with the runner on first and second. She's 2 for 2 at the plate right now with a 2 RBI double her last at bat. And that ball goes just a bit low for ball number 1, make it a 2-0 count. Another foul ball right down the third base line. That's going to be a 2-1 count now for Hernandez. Still runners on first and second. Garcia behind the count by 1 as Hernandez hits one off. As going, gone. She gives the keys to her teammates on bases because she's bringing them home. A home run there for Eva Hernandez as her team meets her there at home plate. That puts the Lady Coyotes now up 3 more. It's a 6-2 ball game for the Lady Coyotes. Let's take a look at that instant replay. We're going to give it to you on full screen this time. There goes the ball over the fence. And there's a runner rounding third. They're taking their sweet time, cruising those 60 feet each turnaround. Lady Coyotes now up 6-4, or 6-2, excuse me, in the bottom of the 4th, courtesy of Eva Hernandez. She can do it on the in the circle, and she can do it at the plate. We're going to be right back after this commercial break. Lady Owls in the circle. Actually, better yet, we're going to keep it with you here. They just finished with their timeout. No runners on now as we're going to have number 3 up at the plate. Next going to be Malin Signs batting next for the Lady Coyotes. No runners on, 2 outs. They're bringing the ball back towards Hernandez so she can sign it up here in the area of playoffs. So got a home run. Good game going on right now. Now it's Marilyn Signs. 0 for 2 at the plate right now. She had a fly out on the first at bat and a ground out her second at bat. And so what she does here is that rolls down to third base line, and the umpire is going to call it out as it just rolls right on the line. So we're going to have Signs come right back to the plate. She's going to be in a 0-2 count. As Garcia is still looking for that 4th strikeout. We'll see if she can get it here. And now Signs hitting that one up and fouling it once again. Still going to remain an 0-2 count. We have ball number 1 coming up on the scoreboard. A 1-2 count now for Signs. No runners on, 2 outs. Wanting to keep up the streak here for the Lady Coyotes. And wanting to get back on bases. Once again, another foul ball. Still going to remain a 1-2 count. Nothing's going to change. That's going to do it there for strike number 3, and that's going to do it for the 4th inning here. Lady Coyotes able to put some more points on the board after a home run by Eva Hernandez to bring in 2 runs as well as herself. It's going to be a 6-2 ball game after 4. We'll be right back with the 5th inning here on Real Sports Live.
Partner with Real Sports Live is the concession stand.
And he throws it down.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire educate and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
And we're back here, Real Sports Live in Alice, Texas, brought to you by the 19th Hole Grill, located in the Municipal Golf Course in Alice, Texas. Go follow them on Facebook. Keep up with our awesome specials and live music events. They got parking lot parties, comedy shows. They got ice cold drinks, and they got the best wings in town. So don't forget to head over after the softball game to 19th Hole Grill here in Alice, Texas. Lady Owls back at the plate. Number 9, Megan Berger, starting off with an 0-1 count as she fouls that one off over the dugout of her teammates. No 2 count now for Berger. That ball goes high for ball number 1, a 1-2 count now for Berger. Got a bit of video technical difficulties. We'll get that squared away real quick for you. I'm going to try to bring the feed back to you as Berger gets struck out. For another strikeout there for Hernandez. And here we are back. That's 1 out on the board there for the Lady Owls. Up next is going to be number 7, Caitlyn Hermes. As we're heading towards the bottom of the lineup here for the Lady Owls. Hermes up, Sopal next, and then we're going to reset with Bermia. Starting off with a 1-0 count, 1 ball, no strikes. As she's going to send one over to the right field, hitting the fence, rounding first, getting to second, and a double there all by herself for her Lady Owls as well. That puts a runner on second. Caitlyn Hermes heading to second base. And she sends one over to right field that brings on Vivian Sopel next. Number 5. Hermes is now 1 for 1 at the plate. So Bell got to ground out her last at bat. 0 for 1 at the plate. We'll see if she can turn some things around right now. She's going to start off with a 1-0 count. 1 ball, no strikes. A runner on second and 1 out. As the Lady Owls are now trailing by 4. And she gets strike number 1 thrown her way now. A 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And a runner on second. She's going to bunt down one. Girl moves up from third base and sends it over right back to Alvarado, who's holding down the fort at first base for the Lady Coyotes. That's going to be out number 2. It's going to be another ground out there for Sopel. She's now 0 for 2. That brings up number 8, Jodeci Bermia. Bermia is 1 for 2. Got a ground out, a single in the first at bat. Ground out her last at bat. Let's see what she can do here. It's her third go around at the plate. As we're starting off with a 0-1 count for Bermia. Bermia's going to get ball number 1 with a 1-1 count now. 2 outs, hopeful and not wanting to be the third. One count now for Hermes or Bermia. She sends that one straight to Hernandez at the plate. Back to Alvarado at first. And that's going to do it here for the top of the 5th. 3 outs recorded. And the Hondo Owls head back to the dugout as that retires a side for them. It's going to bring on the Lady Coyotes up next at the plate, already leading by 4. 6-2 is the score heading to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back here with Real Sports Live after this commercial break.
Hi, my name is Angela Rodriguez, and I am one of the owners here at Main Street Boutique and Bistro. We heard about the rent subsidy grant, so we contacted Rebecca Castillo with the EDC, and she was very helpful. She told us, what we needed to do, the requirements, and helped us go through the application process.
There is a feeling you get when you walk onto a campus.
A sense of love, compassion, and dedication.
An environment that inspires each of our HCISD family members
to do their best and to be their best.
We ground our education on strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
America has won.
And we're back here, top of the 5th now here on Real Sports Live. As we enter the 5th inning, Lady Coyotes leading 6-2. Hasn't scored anything since the 3rd inning. And here we are in the 5th with another chance at the plate and another chance to put up some more points to extend their lead. Already leading by 4. First up at the plate here in the 5th for the Lady Coyotes is going to be number 8, Jackie Molina. Molina has the 1 for 2 right now at the plate. Had a double in her last at bat, but that was about it. As she gets thrown, ball number 1 her way. Starting off with a 1-0 count. And Garcia throwing strike number 1 right to Molina. It's going to be a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. Strike number 2 is going to be recorded for a 1-2 count. Molina not wanting to go back to the dugout with an early exit here, entering the 5th. Let's see if she can get on base as she hits one off to the 3rd base. Back to first, not able to beat the ball in time. That's going to be out number 1 for the Lady Coyotes. And Molina's going to head back to the dugout. That brings on number 11, Justine Alvarado. Alvarado now at the plate. She's 0 for 2, a strikeout her first at bat, a ground out her last at bat, wanting to change things here, not just for herself, but for the team. Wanting to put some more points on board, getting on base is step 1. We'll see what she can do here. Starting off with strike number 1 and an 0-1 count. As Alvarado sends one over, going to be right into the glove of the shortstop, number 11, Molly Mcelroy, there for the Lady Owls. And Alvarado hitting it towards number 11 on the opposite team. She's going to head back to the dugout with another out. And that brings on Diaz. Neve Diaz now at the plate for the Lady Coyotes. Looks like we're going to have a quick fifth inning if Garcia strikes out, or even Diaz sends one over to one of the Lady Owls right into their gloves. A swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike number 1. Strike number 2 thrown her way for an 0-2 count. As she sends one over to the shortstop, trying to beat the ball to first. Not going to make it in time, and that's out number 3 for the Lady Coyotes. As we're going to add a quick 5th inning here. That was actually the bottom of the 5th. And that does it here for inning number 5. As we head to inning number 6, the 19th hole grill is located on the Municipal Golf Course there in Alice, Texas. Go follow them on Facebook. Go check out their hours. Go check out when they're open. Go follow them. They're always posting when they got live events, when they got awesome specials, when they got comedy shows in the parking lots, and they got parties in the parking lots. And they got ice cold drinks and the best wings in town. So head over after the game here in Alice, Texas, to the 19th hole grill. We'll be right back with inning number 6 on Real Sports Live.
Soldiers, from the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown. Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And we're back here on Real Sports Live in Alice, Texas, as the Lady Owls out of Hondo, Texas, take the plate once again. It's going to be number 12 right now at the plate, Bethany Ibarra. She's going to get ball number 1 thrown her way, starting off with a 1-0 count to start off the 5th inning. Ibarra's 0 for 2 right now. She got struck out at her first at-bat, and she got a ground out her last at-bat as she sends that one up. And another foul ball goes there as recorded as strike number 1. A 1-1 count now. Here for Ibarra. And there goes ball number 1. A 2-1 count here for Ibarra. Thank you everybody for tuning in here on Real Sports Live. Either if you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on Twitter or YouTube, let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a quick shout out before the game's over. As we have strike number 2 heading into the scoreboard. A 2-2 count here for Bethany Ibarra, not wanting to go back to the dugout early. And a full count now for Bethany Ibarra. And now it's ultimately up to Eva Hernandez, who already has a home run in the game. She did that at the plate, extending the lead at 6-2. Now it's up to her where she wants to send Ibarra, back to the dugout or to first base. And a swing in and a hit. It's going to be another foul ball. We're going to keep it at a 3-2 count, as Ibarra's still going to try and figure out what pitch is coming next. And we're going to have ball number 4 head up. And there goes Ibarra to first base. That brings on up next number 3, Emily Fernandez. Fernandez back at the plate. She got walked her first at bat and got struck out her last at bat. And she's going to send one over, splitting shortstop and third, and that's going to put runners on first and second there with a base hit for the Lady Owls. That puts her 1-1 on the day here for Fernandez. Now up next, heading to the plate, a girl in the circle, Mia Garcia. Garcia has 3 strikeouts, an RBI, a single, and is 2 for 2 here at the plate so far. Trying to go 3 for 3. We'll see what she can do with 2 runners on, no outs. Here in the top of the 6th. She hits one off an area there by the first baseman, and that's going to be sacrificing herself, but she's going to head and advance 2 more runners to put them on second and third. And out number 1 as Garcia heads back to the dugout. That brings on up next number 23, Caitlyn Alonso. Alonso still trying to find a hit on the bat. We got Yesenia Sanchez watching all the way from Louisiana. Miss Sanchez, thank you for tuning in as we get out number 2 as that flies straight over to Alvarado, right into her glove. And that sends Miss Alonso back to the dugout.
Squeeze it.
Here we are, 2 outs on the board right now. And that's number 11, Molly Mcelroy at the plate. She's going to start off with an 0-1 count with 2 runners on still. We got Mackenzie Alamon watching from San Antonio, Texas, saying, let's go Lady Owls. 2 strikes on the board now for Mcelroy. She's in an 0-2 count. And Hernandez, Eva Hernandez, looking for strikeout number 4 here on this next pitch to send us to the bottom of the 6th. We'll see if she can do just that. A swing and a miss. It's actually going to be a hit off. They're going to put runners all the way through. She's able to get the hit off and get the bases loaded for the next girl up, number 9, Megan Berger. Berger's 0 for 2 right now at the plate. As she can quickly change things around here for the Lady Owls. She only has 2 outs to work with. All runners on. She sends one over to the shortstop. An error there, bringing in an RBI single for Miss Berger. I could have had 3 outs there, but the shortstop had a quick error, not able to field the ball correctly. And the Owls now only trailing by just 3, still in this ball game. And the Lady Coyotes going to call a quick timeout, so we're going to be right back here after a quick commercial break on Real Sports Live and a message from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable.
We're back here after a quick timeout taken by the Lady Coyotes. Bases loaded for number 7, Caitlyn Hermes. As we're going to have ball number 1 thrown towards her. Starting off with a 1-0 count, bases loaded, 2 outs. Lady Coyotes looking to put this game away here on this next pitch, or these coming pitches. Hermes waiting for pitch number 2. Going to send one off down the third base line. That's going to bring one girl, another girl rounding third, and another girl rounding third. It's going to be like a 3 RBI double, 3 RBI triple there for number 7, Caitlyn Hermes. That ties the game up 6-6. Ms. Hermes bringing the Lady Owls back to life here with a 3 RBI triple. Swing and a miss there. Still 2 outs on the board. And we get strike number 1 recorded as the lineup resets for we got one more girl in the lineup, Viviana Sopel. Sopel now with a swing and a miss once again for strike number 2, an 0-2 count, 2 outs. As Lady Coyotes look to answer back here once it's their turn at the plate. They've tied this ball game up 6-6. is the score here at the top of the 6th inning. Good game on our hands is what we got going on right now. And there goes strike number 3, and that does it here for the 6th inning. Lady Owls back in this ball game after a 3 RBI triple by number 7, Caitlyn Hermes. We'll take a look at that replay before we send y'all to the break. All the way down the third base line. Another runner rounding third. There goes Hermes sliding and staying safe at third base. We'll be right back here with the the bottom of the 6th, right after this commercial break here on Real Sports Live.
Rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation.
And welcome back here to Real Sports Live. Bottom of the 6th is where we're at. It's the Lady Coyotes back at the plate. To start them off here in the 6th inning is going to be number 10, Stephanie Salinas. Salinas right now 1 for 1. Got struck out her last at bat. She's going to start off with a 1-0 count here in the 6th inning. A swing and a miss going to give her strike number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're here in Dallas, Texas, and you're watching the 19th hole grill. It's located in the municipal golf course. They're on 2290 North Texas Boulevard here in Dallas, Texas. They got live music events. They got parking lot parties. They got comedy shows. They got awesome specials always going on throughout the week. They got ice cold drinks and the best wings in town. So head over after the game if you're looking for a good time. She's going to bunt that one off. And it's going to be another foul ball. That's going to put her in a 2-2 count. And it's going to send her back to the plate. Back into the batter's box. It's going to be Stephanie Salinas at the plate right now. There goes strike number 3. And heading back to the dugout is Salinas. That's going to bring on Isabella Perales. And Garcia just recorded her 4th strikeout in the game so far. Isabella Perales up next. She got walked her last time at the plate. First time at the plate, she had a single. So she's 1-0 right now at the plate. And she gets strike number 1 thrown her way off of the first pitch. 0-1 count, 1 out, no runners on. 0-2 count now for Perales. Doesn't want to get strike number 3 thrown her way. She's going to look to swing. Hopefully something hits. Next pitch from Garcia towards Perales. It's going to be ball 1. Starting off now, we're going to have a 1-2 count for Isabella Perales. As Mia Garcia in the circle, has thrown 4 strikeouts tonight, or this afternoon. She's looking for her 5th. And she's going to hit one off. It's going to go straight towards the third base girl, heading over to first. And umpire is going to call her out, and Perales heads back to the dugout for out number 2 for the Lady Coyotes. That's going to reset the lineup now. It's going to be Mia Longoria heading up to the plate next to reset the lineup for the Lady Coyotes. Longoria, her 4th at-bat is going to come up right now. She's 2-0. She has singles. Her 2nd go-around, her 3rd go-around, another single. Her 1st go-around was a walk. We'll see what she can do here. 4th time might be the charm for Miss Longoria. 2 outs recorded, starting off with an 0-1 count. Thank you for watching us on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter from wherever you're watching from. Let us know where you're watching at, from your home. If you're driving down and you got us tuned into your radio, let us know. We'll give you a quick shout out. 0-2 count now for Longoria. She hits one off towards first base. That's number 23 of the Lady Owls, Caitlyn Alonso, recovering that one, heading back to the bag. And that's out number 3, and that's going to do it here for the 6th inning. Lady Owls able to tie it up 6-6. And it sends us to the last inning of the afternoon of the game. Inning number 7 is for all the marbles for game number 2. Lady Owls have a chance at the sweep if they can complete it. Lady Coyotes looking to keep themselves in the playoffs and come out with the victory here as they want to tie the series 1-1. We'll be right back after this commercial break here on Real Sports Live.
To document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down.
Top of the 7th is where we're at now, 19th Hole Bar and Grill. Located at 2290 North Texas Boulevard. Head over there after the game for some awesome wings, some drink specials. Tell them Real Sports Live sent you. They always got great events going on, comedy specials, park parties, parking lot parties, you name it, they got it there at the 19th Hole Grill here in Alice, Texas. First pitch for the Lady Owls, it's going to be a 1-0 count early. It's going to be Jadesi Bermia, number 8, at the plate right now with a 1-1 count. Bermia currently 1 for 3 right now at the plate. A ground out her last 2 outings and a single in her first. Looking to turn things around and keep up the streak that her girls brought in the inning number 6 to tie it up. A 6-6 ball game is where we're at here in the last inning of the game. She flies that one up. Shortstop's got it in her glove. Error there, and she stays at first. The base hit single there for Miss Bermia. That's going to put runners on first for number 12, Bethany Ibarra. Ibarra got walked the last time she was at the plate. And we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in for Miss Birma. It's probably going to be number 1, Emery Brandon. She's stepping in as a courtesy runner. Now up next, Ibarra working with a runner on first. No outs here in the top of the 7th. The last inning of the game, unless we go into extras. It's always a good time here in Alice, Texas for some softball. She's going to get one off. It's going to stay between the white lines over to first to Alvarado. And that's another ground out there for Ibarra. As she advances a runner to second, giving herself up. Out number 1 for the Lady Owls with the runner on second for the next girl up. Number 3, Emily Fernandez. Fernandez 1 for 1 right now at the plate. A single her last at bat. She's going to head that over to the shortstop, over to first. Umpire's going to call her out, and we have a runner advancing to third. So that's out number 2, and that leaves it up to number 10, Mia Garcia, the pitcher tonight for the Lady Owls. The pitcher this afternoon here for the Lady Owls. At the plate up next, Garcia. 2 for 3 at the plate right now. A ground out her last at bat, and the Lady Coyotes going to call a timeout. That gives us a great opportunity here to let you know what's going on over at 2290 North Boulevard here in Alice, Texas. It's the 19th Hole Grill. It's located at the Municipal Golf Course. Follow them on Facebook to keep up with their awesome specials and live music events. They got parking lot parties. They got comedy shows. They got ice cold drinks. And the best thing yet, they got the best wings in town. Best wings here in Alice, Texas at the 19th Hole Grill. Go stop by after the game to get yourself some wings and some ice cold drinks if you're in the mood for that. Clean count here for Miss Mia Garcia. 2 outs, a runner on third. That's what she's working with right now. The Hondo Owls can take a lead here if Garcia advances the runner from third home. And it's going to be RBI single there for Mia Garcia. Lady Owls take the lead 7-0. That puts a runner on first and second. Still 2 outs. Now up next, number 23, Caitlyn Alonso at the plate for the Lady Owls, working with a runner on first and second, 2 outs, as she's going to foul that one for strike number 1, starting off with an 0-1 count. She's going to send that one over to the second base runner, and that's going to be out number 2. There for the Owls. Number 23, Alonso heading back to the dugout with a ground out. That brings on number 11, Molly Mcelroy, here at the plate. Mcelroy had a single. She's 1 for 2 at the plate right now. And she sends one over to right field, and that's out number 3, and that's going to do it here for the top of the 7th. Lady Coyotes got to score at least 2 to win the ball game and score 1 to send us to extra innings. We'll find out what happens here after the commercial break on Real Sports Live as we head to the bottom of the 7th after the break.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Uniforms, etc., you're gonna find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson.
And we're back here for the bottom of the 7th, last inning. Now the last at bat for the Lady Coyotes, if they are unable to execute, this is going to do it, and the Hondo Owls will complete the sweep with a 2-0 game-winning series. They can't count their chickens before they hatch. Lady Coyotes up next. It's going to be number 2 at the plate first for the Lady Coyotes, Mary Grace Cantu. Going to start off with a 1-0 count. As Cantu sends it over right towards center field. That's going to be out number 1. And she goes right back to the dugout. That brings on number 6, Eva Hernandez, who already has a home run in this ball game. She's 3 for 3 at the plate, trying to make it 4 for 4. And the catcher for the Owls is going to go up, talk to her pitcher. They got something up their sleeve, maybe. They don't want to let the whole world know. As Eva Hernandez slowly working right now with 1 out, no runners on. She's going to foul that one up for strike number 1. A 0-1 count for Hernandez, awaiting the next pitch. She's going to send that one, splitting the shortstop and the right, or the second baseman. She's going to have a base hit, put runners on first. She's going to put herself on first there for the Lady Coyotes. She's now 4 for 4 at the plate with another single recorded. Now up next, number 3, Maylin Signs at the plate. 0 for 3 right now, looking to change things. If she wants to change anything, it's time to do it now, as her Lady Coyotes are down 1 with a runner on first and 1 out recorded already. And she's going to foul that one up for ball number 1, or strike number 1, excuse me. And another foul ball is going to be strike number 2. That's going to go right over our heads. An 0-2 count now for Signs. Garcia's looking for another strikeout, trying to get to number 5. She can probably do it here off of this next pitch. And that's it. Strikeout number 3. Alice fans not liking it. 2 outs now for the Lady Coyotes. Up next, number 8, Jackie Molina. Currently 1 for 3 at the plate right now. She had a double with her second at bat and a ground out the last time, as they send it over back to first base to Alonso. She's going to be safe. Still a runner at first, 2 outs, and Molina at the plate with a 1-0 count. And ball number 2 comes right after, so a 2-0 count now for Molina. And back at first base, she's going to be safe again. A 3-0 count, looking to get walked to first. We get strike number 1, a 3-1 count now for Molina, as Garcia is falling behind the count, looking to make a comeback to even it up. She gets one off, rolling right between the legs of the third baseman. We have a runner rounding second. She's going to stay there, and a base hit for Molina. That puts a runner on first and second now. Still 2 outs, and now bringing up the next batter up. It's going to be number 11, Justine Alvarado. Alvarado up next at the plate. Hasn't had a great game so far, but things can change here. She's going to start off with a 1-0 count. She has runners on first and second, 2 outs, and a 1-0 count. Down 1. She's going to hit one off right over third, and that's going to do it. out number 3, and the Hondo Owls win it in game number 2 in Alice, Texas on the road, 7-6. Once again, thank you for tuning in here to Real Sports Live. Go check out the 19th Hole Grill here in Alice, Texas if you want some cold drinks and the best wings in town. I'm Brandon Guzman here on the mic, Eduardo Guzman on the camera. Thank you for tuning in to Real Sports Live. Everyone have a safe trip home and a safe rest of your weekend. Once again, thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Go like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel because we got you covered for some baseball playoffs from